So, 2020, yeah? Raging wildfires, political unrest, violent riots, endless images of these old dudes, and then the hysteria around COVID, which basically caused the whole world to shut down, crashing markets and destroying lives and livelihoods in the process. For many, it's been the most dramatic and traumatic year in living memory. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's been wild. I've had businesses open and close, my bank account go to zero, and when I attempted to sail across the Mediterranean, I nearly ended up at the bottom of the sea. But on the plus side, Bitcoin's doing well. I got my blue belt in Jiu-Jitsu, I published a new book, and I somehow still visited 8 countries. So I've done one of these for the last 10 years in a row on my blog, but this year I thought I'd kick it up a notch and do a video for you guys. By the way, this is not some news recap, it's more like a personal rewind of the year I've had, so if some of you guys want to click off now, I get it. Scram! Never liked you anyway. But for those of you who are interested in this narcissistic trip down memory lane, stay tuned. So let's get started. Winter! So 2020 started off action-packed. Well, some of you guys may know I own bars and import beer here in Malta, and we went over to Poland to visit our biggest suppliers and brewery there in Gdansk, and we actually came up with a deal where we did a beer collaboration, so that was pretty cool. Then I flew to Turkey to get a hair transplant. Yep, that's not all natural. I wasn't bad before, but it's a lot better now. It's a lot more thicker in the front. I'll do another 12 month in video for that later. Then it was back to Eastern Europe, where I visited Vilnius, Lithuania, and then headed to Minsk, Belarus, and Kiev, Ukraine for a week-long bachelor party, which was absolutely class. There was a serious amount of drinking on that trip. That was messy. Then in March, I published my new book, My Life as a Mexican Pirate. I even had the launch party on a pirate ship, and I went straight to #1 in adventure travel on Amazon. Then it was off to Salzburg, Austria for a lads family weekend, then back to Ireland for a few days, then back to Malta for the launch of our 3rd bar. Then the lockdowns came, and thus began the spring of hell. With the bars closed, the gyms closed, and the airports closed, the only thing I pretty much did was sit around, enjoy the time off, and get fat. Yeah. Summertime, things opened up. We finally launched the 3rd bar. We launched the new beer project. The other 2 bars opened up. I even got to slip off to the Amalfi Coast for a few days. I won my first Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament and earned my blue belt. And I got my skipper's license and finally bought a sailboat. Things were looking peachy. Then autumn came. In October, I went to Marseille, France to attempt to sail my new boat from there to Malta across the Mediterranean, but it ended in disaster. For those of you who haven't seen my video yet of that trip, I highly recommend you check it out after this. It's one of the best videos I've produced in years. Then of course, the second wave of lockdowns came and all our bars closed again. They're still closed. People lost their jobs. Our reserves are depleted. And honestly, I don't know if we're gonna make it. So future plans, my boat is currently being repaired in Sardinia in Italy. So hopefully in the springtime, I'm gonna get it over here to Malta. And I've also booked tickets to Karachi, Pakistan for late February. And hopefully we're gonna get to go to Afghanistan if we get the visa in Islamabad. I've been planning to go to Afghanistan for 14 years and it's finally happened. Hopefully I'll get the visa. Can't wait. Also, I got a new camera, as you can see, so hopefully I'm gonna be doing more YouTube videos. I really enjoy this kind of thing. So aside from that, guys, who knows? 2021 is anyone's guess. It's hard to plan more than 3 months in advance at the moment. I also encourage you guys to do your own year-end review. Think of it like a life audit or a super minimalist version of journaling. It's really good for the head. It's hard to plan where you're going in life if you don't know which direction you've come from. So guys, how was your 2020? Leave a comment, let me know. I try to answer everybody. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up there. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you guys in 2021.